Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and we're doing another unboxing video.
Here we go!
Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and we're doing another unboxing video. And this company's called Nakto. And let me talk to Nakto real quick. But Nakto, your advertising could be better. I just want you to know that your competitors, this thing looks like a race car. It's got social media, contact information, how to buy one, QR codes. This has just got your name and it says F6. Your competitors are definitely just has any way to buy it. You know what I mean? This is a billboard for you guys. So as it's traveling, as it's in somebody's front yard, anything else like that, somebody can actually just put a QR code, because people love e-bikes. I mean, if I'm riding an e-bike or doing something, people stop and ask me all the time. So there's a lot of opportunity here. Now let's talk to the customer. This bike is $13.99. It's 750 watt motor with a 16 amp hour battery. Should give you about 35 miles to a charge. That's pedal assist too, with you just riding it. I know it'll probably say 60 or 70 or something like that, but man, those numbers are really skewed. And that's just my experience. So this is more of an inexpensive bike, so there's going to be some inexpensive parts to it, and you're buying it from China. So if you do have any bad experience or good experience, could you put it in the comments? Because it helps other people that want to buy this, that they can actually go and look at the comments and see what people of their experience. I've been doing a lot of unboxing videos, and the comments really help people make good decisions. So if they have, hey Barry, is this a good bike or blah, 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 usually I could just look in the comments and know how good their customer service is, how good their products are. I got it for 3 weeks and the whole thing broke apart and they completely replaced it within just a couple of days. That type of stuff, just put those stuff in the comments, just help the community when they're buying this type of stuff. So I appreciate that, guys. Let's get in this. I know I'm rambling, and let's see how this thing's built. So I'm in a hurricane right now, Hurricane Debbie, which is it's just a lot of rain. Got 5 days of rain. My shoes are completely soaked coming to the shop. Nakto, I don't like these. I don't think anybody likes this type of stuff. It puts these bubble foam stuff all over your house, all over the shop. It's just such a pain to clean up. If you do get this, just be really careful with it, because this stuff just has these little floaty ball stuff all over the place. But the positive side of this is it's really good packaging. There we go. Yeah, it's plastic. The good thing about plastic fenders are they don't scratch. A lot of times I get these bikes in and there's very little air in that, and they're scratched, the metal ones. I don't think that was super necessary. I don't think you have to do this, but guys, what you're doing is just gonna hurt your customer's gonna pull it like that and bend their spokes, and it'll give it a weird ride. All this stuff is kind of loose inside here. I would put that in a box, Nakto. The reason why I say that, because sometimes this stuff comes damaged and you would lose that. You know what I mean? If it's just sitting here rolling around. That's pretty. It's a pretty bike. Let's see. I don't know. The packaging isn't the best. It didn't damage anything. It's just, if you ever get an iPhone and it has that beautiful unwrapped feeling, a lot of these bikes have that vibe. And I didn't tell you, but make sure you have some wire cutters. There we go. I understand why people use this stuff. It's probably actually better. It's just it just makes a mess in people's shops or in their house or whenever they're building it. This is actually broken. I don't know what you do. You don't need that though, because when you pop that off, you put those handlebars on. Here, let's get this. It's not super heavy. And like I said, we're in a little hurricane. We just had the eye pass by us, so it's just a lot of rain and wind. I won't be able to ride this bike, but we can put it together. This could be a great unboxing video. It has air in the front. Didn't put any air in the rear has air in it. The front doesn't. We'll come down here. Let's get this thing put together. So I don't know, this was a little bit damaged. I don't know if, you don't really need it though, because you got to take this off, slide this off, and then put these handlebars on. Let's see what's inside here. We got some little gaskets, tools. I think they feel good, and they're not painted, thank God. I can't tell you how many times companies paint these and they get stripped inside the handle when you're putting these on. And these are aluminum, or yeah, aluminum. Smart, really smart. All right, so we've got to take this off. Let's look at these tools. All right, so you got, oh, they gave you some ball Allens. That's nice. So let's take this off. All right, so we'll slide this off. That was broken, but I don't know if that is that big a deal. Let's put this on. Well, honestly, you could probably leave it like that. Look what I'm looking at. But let's lift this up. There. So I'm taking one of the rings off. No Loctite on there, which is like it'll be painted on the threads. It'll be blue or red. Don't use a drill on this, or man, if you break this, that's just gonna be bad. You'll have to get all new forks, because this is going into the forks. Boom. And then, so they put the thread, the nuts on Allens on one side. Usually they pinch from separate sides, but all I'm doing is trying to line it up just a little bit, and we'll tighten it up even more. Now you can loosen this and move this back to make you sit more proper if this has gone too far out. You can put that ring back on and make it stand up a little bit taller. This is all adjustable, which is pretty cool. There we go. We'll tighten this one up. And this is your LCD screen, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. And I don't know what this is for. I bet it's probably for installing. So now, that was crazy easy. Let's put the tire on, because it's a quick release tire, which is those are really nice to work with. There we go. We'll have to put some air in this tire. And Nakto, if you're gonna send flat tires to your customer, make sure you send a pump, because I wouldn't assume everybody has a pump. So let me talk to the customer now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put the brake on this disc first, and then you'll rest it right onto this. It's got like a little clip, and it'll rest right over top of it. So this is typically probably one of the more harder things you'll have to do. Other than that, this is fairly easy. So let's just do it. You lift this up, slide that in, put the brake on, and boom. All right, let's hit the kickstand. Boom. All right, that was easy. Oh no, I moved it. All right, I put it back. It's all good. Don't touch it. All right, so we got a quick release. You got a spring and a nut on one side, and then this little lever and a spring on the other. So we are gonna take this off here and the spring, and slide this in, and put the spring on and the nut, and just spin this thing. I'm gonna get you a little bit closer because I want to show you what you need to do. Come on over here. What you're gonna do is you want this lever to be right like that, where nothing can hit it. If you have this forward, something knocks it loose, this can come off, and then you're gonna have a bad day. Nico, this is, I don't know if this is damaged, but all of this stuff, do you see it? And somebody's gonna pay $1,400 for a bike. It needs to look good. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't know what's going on there. All right, so I will give you a heads up real quick. Take a look at this. They have lockout shocks. And if you lock them out, what you use those for is if you're going on single track or anything, and it's very rocky or bouncy, this could be like a pogo stick. So if you lock this out, it'll be stiffer ride, but it'll be more controllable. Keeping it loose, where you have suspension, is really great for, you can do gravel, pavement, asphalt, stuff like that. Really only locking these out would be if you're doing bouncing on a lot of roots and rocks and stuff like that, and it makes this thing unstable. So we need to put this on, which is a really pretty headlight, and this front fender. So let's get that knocked out while we're right here. A lot of companies are welding the nut on here, so all you have to do, welding a bolt up here. So all you got to do is just put a nut on the back. That just makes it extremely awesome for the customer, just to give you a heads up there. All right, let's grab this fender. So when you put the fender on, you'll have this will be facing the back. If you're doing a bike not like this, but you're putting this on, make sure that you're putting the fender, the long part of the fender is protecting the bike. The short side is going to be up here, just to give you a heads up. All right, so let's put this on. So I can probably do this, and then put the little metal piece on the back. Don't worry about adjusting anything just yet. If you got a ratcheting wrench, dude, use it, because this is going to be no fun. Let's see here. And they didn't give you any washers or lock washers on this. So it might be something that you might want to look at once you put this on. I don't know how well it'll stay on permanently without lock washers or. So let's tighten this down. Boom. I don't like this setup at all. All right, so that, and what are these? These are Phillips as well. Alrighty. Move this out of the way. And this has got a hex head to it as well, so you can use I'm pretty sure it's a 10 millimeter as well. Nope, it's an 8. It's an 8 millimeter. All right, so put this on here. Again, this isn't hard stuff, guys. We can do it. All right, so this is going to take a minute. It's not cross-threaded. It's just super tight. So I'm going to tighten this down, but you know how to do it. And then we will get to putting the LCD screen on. So I had to do some fabricating where I took in these pliers and straighten this out. And the other problem is that this bolt here has a shelf on it, like a flat shelf on the nut, which it makes it very hard to grip. Here, I'll show it to you. So I've created this little ratcheting, but I can't get a good bite on it because the bolt has a shelf on it, so it can. So I mean, this isn't a good design at all. It's easy to get to, but this you're gonna have to like finagle it a little bit. It's not a good setup at all. All right, so it's hitting right here, so it's gonna rub right here. Dude, this sucks. This front fender just sucks. All I did was just bent that a little bit so I can get the nut in, and now it's rubbing on this corner. I don't think this fender actually fits on this bike, so to be honest with you, I would probably leave this off. This is now loose again. Let me tighten it up. This is just a poor design. I don't like it. If somebody's gonna give you $1,400, this needs to be good. Now, this is crooked. So if I try to straighten this up, it loosens this. This whole design is crappy. I don't like this at all. So let's move forward. It's gonna hit the bottom. I'm gonna have to take the front fender off and run without the front fender. A lot of times companies will, not manufacture those. They come from another company, and it can be such a pain. This isn't the only company. Rear fenders, this is all cockeyed. I don't like this front fender, this headlight setup at all. But all right, let's get this thing, let's look at this real quick. Let's see. Hopefully they got screws in here. All right. So where are the screws? All right, I'll be right back. Let me figure out where these screws are. They might have sent them to me, I don't know. All right, so I even looked at the manual, and the manual is super generic. It's talking about foldable bikes, not much about this same bike at all. It's got cabled brakes, missing screws, The front fender actually doesn't even fit this bike. I'm gonna go ahead and put on these foot pedals, but this same bike you can buy for like $600–700 on almost any channel. I absolutely do not approve this bike. This bike super sucks. You can get a 750 watt with a 16 amp hour battery for $600–700 and has everything with it. You know what I mean? This is super aggravating. Front fender doesn't fit. This is all loose. Doesn't come with screws for your LCD screen. Cabled brakes, that's garbage. For $1,400, this is not worth it. Let's go on ahead and put the front fenders on. We'll put the seat on. Let's go ahead and get that stuff going here. That's a 15. All right, come on. Let's put these fenders on. So, do they say, they don't say right or left on there. That's weird. Golly, this is not a good bike at all. One thing they did do, right? I've got to put on the chain. The chain's not even on. Let's see if this is right. There's no R or L on any of this? A lot of companies will put it right here. So I'm right now, customers can like go away. You don't have to watch this. I'm only talking to Nico or whatever now. Don't buy this bike. It's terrible. Now let me talk to the company. Your fender is terrible. You're better off not even putting a front fender on there than having a customer have to deal with this. And that whatever that foam stuff you put on here, it's got all over the bike. There's no R or L on here. Oh, I see it now. It says it right there on the side. You got it on both? There it is. All right, so it has an L. It's hidden on the side here. I gotta tell you, this rider's left, rider's right. So this is gonna be a left thread. You not painting these, that's top notch. Good job there. There we go. And this one's gonna be rider's right. And I would actually put on here, on there, the Aero. They make little stickers, show you the arrows. It just gives the customer a better experience. If you're wanting to get $1,400 out of this, you're definitely gonna have to step up your game, because this is not worth a $1,400 at all. On your website, I was looking at your website. It is so frustrating to go through your website, because everything keeps popping up. Like, I was looking up this F6. While I was looking it up, it asked me if I wanted to spin a wheel. So I hit no, and rather than looking for bikes, it sent me back to the home page. That's aggravating. So I go back and I'm pulling up F6 again, and then it says be part of your subscription or email list, and I hit no, and it dropped me out of that, took me back to the home page. That gives you buyer's anxiety. I didn't like your website at all. The website sucks. So I mean, if you're wanting to grow in this industry, dude, your packaging, your social media, your building like this, have you even put one of these together? It's not a very good experience. I can see where if they're not doing well, there's some odds and ends that could be tightened up. Fix this front fender, this whole little area right here. Great job on the foot pegs. Your packaging, your packaging, 100% packaging. Anyway, let's get this seat put on and let's wrap this video up. Just an inexpensive seat, no bells or whistles. And let's tighten this up. Open this up here. There you go. I can't put the LCD screen on because they didn't provide me with screws, but all right. So this is pretty much done other than that right there. Just a heads up, if you're still watching, I do not approve this bike. I do not like this bike. If it just fixes just a few things, it's not a bad bike, but for $1,499, I don't see it, man. You can get this same bike for $600–700, so. That's just me, but if you like videos like this, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell. I've been completely honest with you because I have to deal with the comments and everything else on this. I post this video, people think I own this company. They just say bad things, blah, blah, blah. I just want you to know I don't approve this bike. So we try to do adventure videos every Saturday, but man, thank you guys for your views. Thank you for your comments. If you have bought this and you have a good experience, please put it in the comments. I will put this in the description if you would like a piece of crap. And thanks guys for watching. Appreciate y'all.